Live from downtown Detroit, home of WDIV and Click on Detroit, Local 4 News at noon starts now.
It's shaping up to be a beautiful day across Metro Detroit. The local forecasters tracking your Easter forecast. Plus, the CDC releases new guidance on travel and how to safely celebrate the Easter holiday. And the state of Michigan facing another lawsuit challenging the state's COVID-19 protocols for student athletes. But we begin here at noon with breaking news. The University of Michigan Board of Regents is calling on Ron Weiser to resign from the board following his controversial comments. Weiser is the head of the Michigan Republican Party, who called the state's 3 Democratic female leaders the 3 witches. This morning in a special meeting, U of M regents voted to censure him. They also removed him from the board's finance committee and the university's Dearborn and Flint campuses committee. But Weiser says he's not going anywhere.
As a university regent, I take full responsibility for what I said, and I am sorry and regret my poorly chosen words that were offhand remarks made at a private Republican Party meeting. I agree with part of this resolution, but I will not resign. I pledge to be part of a respectful dialogue going forward and challenge my colleagues and others to do the same. I will not be canceled.
Weiser made the witches remark at a meeting last week with the North Oakland Republican Club. There, he also referenced assassination when asked about Michigan's 2 Republican congressmen who voted to impeach former President Trump. Also breaking at this hour, the CDC releasing brand new guidance today on travel. People who are fully vaccinated against COVID-19 can travel freely in the U.S. as long as they remain masked on planes, buses, and trains. The CDC says COVID-19 tests are no longer required for fully vaccinated people before or after a trip within the U.S., and there is no need for them to self-quarantine. Now to the very latest onto the coronavirus headlines. Today, Oakland County opened its largest vaccine distribution site. This was at the UWM Sports Complex in Pontiac. On Monday, any Michigan resident over the age of 16 will now be eligible to be vaccinated. The vaccine push comes as the first COVID-19 case involving the Brazilian variant has been reported in Bay County, west of the Thumb. Today, we do expect updated coronavirus numbers. This is more than 6,000 new COVID-19 cases and 49 deaths have been reported over the last 24 hours. 2 weeks ago, the Michigan Health and Human Services issued an emergency order requiring student athletes in contact sports to be tested regularly for COVID. That officially goes into effect today. Yesterday, a suit was filed on behalf of a group and 3 parents. Jamie Edmonds has the very latest.
Hey there, Sandra. The health department order and guidance states that beginning today, 13 to 19-year-old athletes participating in contact sports need to be tested once a week if masks can be worn and 3 times a week if masks cannot be worn. Now, the Let Them Play Michigan advocacy group believes student athletes have suffered an intangible injury from being forced to comply, and the order violates due process rights. The suit was filed yesterday and alleges the state didn't comply with procedural requirements and are arbitrary and capricious. In the suit, there are stories from student athletes about not being able to compete due to quarantine rules, further saying if this order stays in effect, they won't compete in spring sports. Now, I've reached out to schools and athletic programs because testing is supposed to begin today, and we'll see how they're making this work coming up tonight at 5. Live today, Jamie Edmonds, Local 4.
All right, we will see you at 5. Jamie, thank you so much. Ahead of the Easter holiday, health officials today on this Friday are urging a lot of caution. This, of course, as the race to vaccinate America tries to beat out the troubling surge of COVID cases. New this noon, Stephanie Gosk reports now the issue is getting people vaccinated before another surge takes hold.
As families prepare to gather for the Easter weekend, officials and religious leaders across the country are urging Americans not to travel or meet in large groups.
Preference is not to gather.
After a concerning rise in COVID cases in the last week, up almost 12%, hospitalizations are also on the rise. Average deaths now top 900 per day. The CDC issuing Easter guidelines, urging virtual church services, outdoor celebrations, and hunting for eggs only with your immediate family. Even the White House has canceled its iconic annual Easter egg hunt after holidays in 2020 like Thanksgiving and Christmas brought COVID surges. Dr. Fauci, in an interview with Lester Holt, asking Americans to just keep the faith.
This will end. We need to hold out just a bit longer and give vaccines a chance to really get the upper hand in this.
Hope coming from those vaccines. Nearly 75% of all seniors in the U.S. have received at least one dose of a vaccine, and half of them are fully vaccinated. More than 20% of the adult population is fully vaccinated. At this Pfizer plant outside of St. Louis, scientists are carrying out the first step in vaccine production, making something called DNA plasmid.
So she's effectively got the vaccination of a country right in front of her.
Just about, yes.
Pfizer says it's speeding up its timetable for new vaccine production, down from 110 days to 60 days. A welcome surge in supply as the urgency grows to keep those shots coming. Stephanie Gosk, NBC News.
And just a reminder, as we head into the Easter weekend here, the CDC is urging everyone once again to be cautious about gathering if you aren't fully vaccinated. But if you are fully vaccinated, they do say that you can gather with family who aren't your, you can gather with family, but also try to keep your groups small if you can. Well, from snow back to spring in a matter of just 48 hours. Paul, we are looking ahead at this weekend warm-up, and it sounds lovely.
Oh, I'll tell you what, the weekend looks spectacular, Sandra, and today isn't so bad either. We have lots of beautiful sunshine. We'll start off with 4-zone weather. We have 3 Celsius in Windsor, nearly 40 degrees at City Airport in Detroit, 42 in Taylor, 37 in Livonia, West Bloomfield. You're checking in at 39 degrees. That's our metro zone. In our south zone, a lot of 37s here. The cool spot, Deerfield, at 35 degrees, but 37 in Carlton, Dundee, and Saline. And in our west zone, we have 36 degrees in Milford Township, 35 in Whitmore Lake, and we have 38 degrees in Ann Arbor. And finally, in our north zone, last but not least, you're lagging behind a little bit in the temperature department, 32 in Romeo, 33 in Emmett, 34 Melvin, Sandusky, and Deckerville. All right, take a look at the visible satellite imagery. You see almost nothing, but I said almost. If you look here in the thumb, just a few lake effect cumulus clouds here, maybe a little bit more right near the shoreline here, but basically this stuff will start to mix out during the afternoon, and we're all going to see plenty of sunshine. Just again, those few cumulus clouds there in the eastern thumb. Temperatures getting into the mid to upper 40s for a high, and it gets only better from there. I'll be back with the weekend forecast, which will be greatly impacted by the jet stream, and actually, I'm going to show you, you can actually see the jet stream right now. I'm going to show that to you in just a few minutes, Sandra.
All right. Thank you, Paul. The jury in the Derek Chauvin trial has a short day today as they get into more technical aspects of the trial. This comes after a week of very emotional testimonies from witnesses there at the scene that day and also police. Jay Gray has the very latest from Minneapolis.
Hey there, and today a bit of a break for those inside of the courtroom. It's Good Friday, and the judge says that they're a bit ahead of schedule, so only a half day today of testimony. That comes after what was a full and very powerful day of testimony on Thursday that started with George Floyd's former girlfriend on the stand, very emotional, struggling to get through her testimony, followed by paramedics, the first on the scene who reached for a pulse, trying to find out if they could help George Floyd, said they did not find one, had to move officers out of the way to get Floyd into their ambulance and try and resuscitate him. And then closing with a police supervisor, retired now, but he was the supervisor that went to the scene after Floyd was transported that day. He was pushed by prosecutors about Derek Chauvin's use of force.
When Mr. Floyd was no longer offering up any resistance to the officers, they could have ended the restraint.
And that was after he was handcuffed and on the ground and no longer resisting?
Correct.
After a short day today and a break through the weekend, they will get back to things here on Tuesday. This trial still expected to last about 3 to 4 weeks. That's the latest here in Minneapolis. I'm Jay Gray. Back to you now.
A 2-year construction project on one of the busiest roads in Macomb County is set to start today. Crews are going to be rebuilding a 4.5-mile stretch of Hall Road in Clinton, Macomb, Harrison, and Chesterfield townships. Today, traffic is being shifted to the right lane and the shoulder at North Avenue. The first phase expected to wrap up in late fall, but the entire project will take 2 years to complete. Still to come, we are getting our first look at the new jobs report today. Find out what led to job growth and what led it to skyrocket for the month of March. But first, an investigation underway in Taiwan after a deadly train derailment. We'll have details on that coming up next.